Okay, so I'm going to talk about our second OnShape part 2. And for this one, we want to be careful. All of our dimensions are in millimeters, right? And we're going to use the material PLA. That's a 3D printing plastic, actually. So PLA is a type of plastic. It's commonly used in 3D printers. So we're going to go ahead and make this shape. Now, we want to decide, do we want to start from the front side, the top side, or the right side? I think the front has kind of the biggest shape overall. So we can either, start off with that big block, right? We could do a 60-inch wide, and it looks like 40 inches tall, right? The height is 40 inches. And then we can just cut out this rectangle. If you're going to cut out that rectangle, you will have to do some math, though. You'll have to do 60 minus 10 minus 25. Or we can just kind of build this this shape here and not worry about that. So either way is totally fine. But I'm going to start off on the front side. I'm going to start off in this bottom left corner. So we're going to open up our OnShape. I'm going to go to our OnShape beginner parts folder, create a new document. We'll title this beginner part 2. And before we do anything, because this is in millimeters, this is a big one, we got to go to these 3 lines and change our units from inches to millimeters. We'll hit the check mark. And now we're going to start our sketch on the front. Right click it and view normal to sketch plane. And I'm going to just go ahead and do the line. So I'm going to go up by 40. Right. Then we're going to go to the right by 10. And make sure that we get this, we're not slanted, but we get this kind of horizontal line by 10. Then we're going to go down, it looks like by 15. And then we don't know how far we go over. So we can either do math or we can just go over and decide it later. I'm going to do math. And actually, I'm going to show us OnShape will do math for us. So what we can do is we can type in, we know the entire thing is 60. The left side is 10 and the right side is 25. So this would be 60 minus 10 minus 25 will give us that third side. And we can actually type that into OnShape. So when we do our dimension, we can just type in 60 minus 10 minus 25, and OnShape will do the math, and it gets us to 25. That's a little hard to see, but there we go, the 25. And then we're going to go back up. It doesn't give us this dimension, but we can see that they're parallel. So when we go back up, we want to make sure that that little orange line appears, showing us that we're at that even mark. Then we go over by 25. Then we go down all the way, it looks like, right? Just down all the way, and we kind of finish it off. So again, we want to make that orange dashed line appear. And then if I hit escape, everything should be black, which it is, meaning it's fully defined. We're going to finish that sketch. We're going to right click, go to our isometric view. And now we're going to extrude it. So we'll click on it, and it extrudes by 30 millimeters. So you go 30 millimeters. Direction doesn't really matter here. We'll hit check mark. And now we're almost done, but we're missing this cut. Okay, if it doesn't tell you what the cut is, assume it's all the way through. Really, I should have, I'll add that to the directions that that hole is all the way through. But if it only went back a certain distance, it would tell you. So this is a rectangle, is 15 millimeters wide and 10 millimeters tall. So we're going to start a sketch on this right side. Then I'll right click it, view normal to sketch plane. Kind of zoom in a little bit. You can hit the right to zoom in how you want to. So we're going to make a rectangle, and we said it was 15 wide and 10 tall. So 15, enter, and 10, enter. Now, if I hit escape, everything is blue. The reason it's blue is I have the size determined. I don't have the location. I could have moved this anywhere right now. That's not good. We need to make sure that we get the right location. So if we look at this little number 3, that's saying that the left side is 3 millimeters from the left side. And then this 5 is showing us that the bottom is 5 millimeters from the bottom. So we're going to go to our dimensioning tool with the 2 arrows. Click on the left side and the left side. And mark that as 3. And the bottom side with the bottom side. And we'll mark that as 5. Now if I hit escape, everything is turned black. It's all fully defined. We can finish the sketch. Right click, go back to our isometric view. Then we're going to extrude. We're going to click on just the rectangle. We don't want to add material, we want to remove. and I want to not click blind. This, if I hit blind right now, it wouldn't even go all the way through. Right, if I kind of looked on this side, it's not coming all the way through. I want to change it to through all, and now that's going all the way through. So we'll finish that sketch, and that's it for this one. Now, if you want to color it, you can color it, right-click it, edit the appearance, give it whatever color you want. And then we're going to right-click it, assign our material, and this one asks for PLA. So you can just start typing PLA. Remember we said it's a plastic. Actually, it's giving us all these different plastics as, a guide. So ABS is another really common 3D printing one. So we want to go down and find PLA. We'll hit the check mark. And then you will click on your mass properties. Click on part 1. And these are the answers you guys should get. 0.143 pounds. 51,750 millimeters cubed, and 13,650 millimeters squared. Take a screenshot of this, and then you will, with your name in the upper right corner, and you will submit that to the assignment. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck with this part.